She certainly knows about the difference. Oh yeah, Anna nodded. So what's the problem? When I find things out, it makes the difference bigger, and so Mr. God gets bigger. So? The school teacher makes the difference bigger, but Mr. God stays the same size. She's frightened. Hey, hold on a tick. How come she makes the difference bigger and Mr. God stays the same size? I nearly lost the answer. It was one of those real throwaway lines tossed off so quietly. She just makes people littler. Then she went on. Why do we go to church, Finn? To understand Mr. God more. Less. Less what? To understand Mr. God less. Wait a blessed minute. You flipped. No, I haven't. You most certainly have. No, you go to church to make Mr. God really, really big. When you make Mr. God really, really, really big, then you really, really don't understand Mr. God. Then you do. She was just a little surprised and a little disappointed to learn that this was a bit over my head. In fact, way over my head. But she explained. When you're little, you understand Mr. God. He sits up there on his throne, a golden one, of course. He has got whiskers and a crown, and everybody is singing hymns like mad to him. God is useful and usable. You can ask him for things. He can strike your enemies deader than a doornail, and he is pretty good at hexes on the bullies next door, like warts and things. What? Mr. God is so understandable, so useful, and so usable, he's like some object. Perhaps the most important object of all, but nevertheless an object and absolutely understandable. Later on, you understand him to be a bit different, but you are still able to grasp what he is. Even though you understand him, he doesn't seem to understand you. He doesn't seem to understand that you simply must have that new bike. So your understanding of him changes a bit more. In whatever way or state you understand Mr. God, so you diminish his size. He becomes an understandable entity among other understandable entities. So Mr. God keeps on shedding bits all the way through your life until the time comes when you admit freely and honestly that you don't understand Mr. God at all. At this point, you have let Mr. God be his proper size, and wham, there he is, laughing at you.